Hey guys, Elite Legionario here. Today I'll be bringing you a 2 versus 2 for Rome Total War. I will be in command of the rebels, as will my ally, FGH, XD, FYS, XDF, I'm just going to call him FGH, basically he's just a bunch of leaders. And our opponents, F-Ting the Erratic and Originleaf will be in command of Germania, so it's basically just rebels versus Germania. My ally, my army, I'll outline my army first. I've got 4 units of non-upgraded Cretan archers, 4 gold Sam Knight gladiators, Sam Knights are the best of the gladiators, 4 gold Sarmatian mercenaries, and 2 gold tech Amazon chariots, which I'm going to send in now to help me in this missile duel against his chosen archer warband. My ally broke CWB. He has 4 units of gold Barbarian Warlord, 4 gold Sarmatian Sam Knight gladiators, like me rather, 2 heavy pelters, which are silver gold, but he does have 4 gold attack horse archers breaking CWB. So I was a bit annoyed at that, but it turns out my opponent also broke CWB and brought about 8 chosen axemen and 8 Gothic Cav, more than 6 of the same units, so I let it be, seeing as 2 of the players on the opposite teams broke the rules. So he's going to attempt to charge my my chariots, which were offering support in the missile duel against these chosen archer warband. But he's going to catch them here because doesn't Cantab. I let this happen because chariots are good against them, and it's going to cause a Zorbus charge, and basically it's going to allow me to come in from this side and from this side, and then bring in my infantry and get in full encirclement with my Sarmatian cavalry, which will make short work of these non-upgraded Gothic cavalry, which are now pretty much fully encircled. So basically I just traded out my chariots. Probably they're not completely destroyed, but I probably could have gotten them out sooner, but this allowed me to get an encirclement, so it was worth the trade-off in my opinion, because it's going to destroy the greatest part of his army. He's bringing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, looks to be 7, no, 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, so he's got 8 chosen axemen, so it does break CWB there, so that's why I let it happen. But by the time he gets there, I'm going to have my gladiators in, and they'll destroy the rest, and I can come out and hammer and anvil him with my my cav that have now been freed up. So over here, actually I'll line his army in a minute, because there's a little break in the battle which will give me time. So now I think I'm going to get back to, I was shooting a lot of his men up, but I come with my cav and his men are just mass routing. So that's a pretty sweet victory over my opponent, fairly easy, with very limited casualties, if I say so myself. But as you can see, I will continue the missile duel now with my with these chosen archer warband, which are going to get a few casualties on my Cretans because I did put their attention into fighting, getting some of his men, because I just wasn't sure, because I only had 4 infantry units as opposed to his twice as many, and he had also twice as much cavalry. But I did the upgrades, so that worked in nicely. So I'm going to come in with the rest of my cavalry to finish off his chosen axemen, and that routes the neatest by a few units. So that's my opponent defeated, so I'll use my cavalry to now run down his archers. But our other opponent, who didn't really support his ally at all, he did keep to CWB, thankfully, I think. Pretty certain he did. He has 6 units of silver Knight Raiders, 2 units of silver Berserkers. They were quite a concern because they could still do a heck of a lot of damage. 2 units of, looks like 2 upgrades each on his chosen axemen, and 2 units of silver attack, probably chosen archer warband. And it looks like he might have had a few cavalry, which any of these guys getting mopped up by my ally. So a shame about the 2 who broke CWB, but when I did this game the lobby was extremely light on. It was quite late here when I did it, so that's not uncommon that'll happen. But the plan basically was when I'm on this map, I remember it quite fondly. I did a very epic 4 vs 4 on it once. I think it was my first 4 vs 4. that I can recall doing. I did on this map. It was fun, but I used this rocky outcropping to anchor my flank, and when in this 4v4 I got attacked by like 3 armies at once, and I was able to defend them all off because I had such a good defensive position. But I'm an attacking player, but I just wanted to draw him in, which worked well, and as soon as I did, I went on the offensive and came out pretty much dominating in that fight. But he did do quite a good number on my creations because I took their fire off onto these approaching chosen axemen for a while, because I wanted to be sure that I'd be okay there. But I probably didn't need to do that, but just to be on the safe side. So anyway, he's going to approach, and I'm having my creations focus all their missile fire on these two on each side, two of my creations for each berserker basically, because they could in potential rout these gladiators, because there's just so many more infantry there. But I'm coming in to assist with mine. Not sure why he went to loose formation. There's not really that great a concern from his archers. There's just not enough of them. But his berserkers are the real worry, so that's why they're gaining most of the attention from my missiles. So he's going to charge in, and he just gets into loose in time. And he's also got his men behind in a good move here. He's going to be flinging his javelins down. So my opponent, Ally, knew what he was doing. As you can see, a mass rout. And while this is happening, I've engaged over this line, and that's going to be a nice big rout there too. So now I'm going to bring in my Sarmatian cavalry, or mercenaries, and I will finish from here. And we're getting a bit banged up over here, more because of these berserkers. But once my cavalry come in, it causes a mass rout. Some of the berserkers are still hanging around, but we'll just come with my cav and mass rout him really nicely. So over here his Knight Raiders were winning, but when my cav get in, he was mass routed. So that'll be the end of the German player, and he was a bit annoyed, I think, when that happened in the end, or one of them was. But this is probably I think it's only my second battle with the rebels, so I thought, I'll have another rebel battle in, because rebel battles are fun. They're always fun to do, but it's kind of hard because rebels are not very good. But Germania should easily be able to beat them, really, but they didn't really have a lot of upgrades, and they didn't work together. Well, this guy had upgrades, but the other guy didn't, and they didn't work together, and it cost them big time. So now I'm just going to run in, catch out as many of this as I can. Basically it's just a race to see who can get the most kills in the scorecard. So I'm just going to triple speed here while we run some guys down, because it's basically over now. So it's just us chasing off routers and picking up whatever units have still survived. But this is a fun game, and there is one of the German generals. So that's that, guys. It was a clear victory. I had 805 men. I got 1,347 kills, so I came out quite nicely on top there. I had 349 left. FGH had 579 men. He got 772 kills, and he had 414, so he did well as well. Region left 985, 249, 65 left, and F-Ting Erratic 1375 got 450 and 176 left. So statistics, big kills my gladiators, 88, 78, 78, 47, fewer not too many casualties. Amazon Chariots actually did really good, even though they actually got quite a lot of kills before they got caught there, but they were useful in their caught because they actually assisted in that cav fight. Even though it mostly destroyed them, they got big kills, particularly this one, nearly got 100. And I mean, they just when that happened, they just ensured that I could encircle with my Sarmatian mercenaries. As you can see, 148, 160, 116, 144, all of them got well over 100 and did very well. My Cretians getting up in the 80s, 100. All in all, everything performed really well. Only Mammoths and Chariots really got destroyed, but they were worth sacrificing for the absolute destruction of an army, so I consider it a worthy trade-off. So yeah, so good game to FGH, Region Leaf, and F-Ting the Erratic. Thank you for playing, guys. It was fun, and I hope you viewers enjoyed. Feel free to leave comments, and I'll see you soon next time.